What's up, City Group leaders? Jared here. I'm stealing Jordan's chair and her office because she's on maternity leave and she can't say anything about it, but coming at you with your March coaching video. And I want to challenge you to do one practice this week, or coach you up in one practice before you lead your city group. It's going to take about 5 or 10 minutes to do, and I call it listening prayer. As a matter of fact, this is something that I do before any sermon I preach while I'm prepping, before any big meeting that I have or group that I'm leading. I pause and try to hear the voice of God. And here's the very simple way that I do it. I just take 5 to 10 minutes, clear some time, get into a quiet place, try to still my heart and my mind by just slowing down, taking a couple deep breaths, and by simply asking God the question, God, what do you want to show me about fill in the blank? In your case, it's what do you want to show me about leading my city group tonight or loving my city group tonight? Now, the beauty of this is not just applicable for this Love Your Neighbor challenge or this check-in that you're doing. It can be used at any time. And another beauty of it is that a lot of times when God speaks, He will communicate things to you that you weren't maybe expecting. Like He might not communicate to you about the actual check-in questions or about the topic at hand. It may be something about your posture toward your group. It may be something about you being hospitable or loving or present to people in your group. You may even have a name or an image of someone come to your mind in your group that you know that God might be leading you to them. And maybe you ask God and you clear 5 or 10 minutes and it's kind of frustrating and you don't hear anything at all. That's why we have to keep practicing and keep trying to hear the voice of God and just be faithful in what we know God has called us to do. Now, one quick thing is when you do this, if you're not used to being still and quiet, our minds run at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So you're probably going to get distracted. You're going to start thinking about other things. And when you do, just pause and ask the question again, God, what do you want to show me about leading your city group tonight? As a matter of fact, you might have to do that 10 or 15 times during the 5 or 10 minutes you clear. And I hope and I pray that God gives you something, that He speaks to you and you can actually hear from Him. So I want to challenge you to spend a few minutes in listening prayer before you lead your group. Man, when you hear from God in leadership, it makes it fun. It makes it inspiring. It makes it just a kind of an adventure to be able to lead and speak on behalf of God or to act on behalf of God. And so I pray that God speaks to you and that you lead your group lovingly and faithfully this week.